What is going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to be taking a look at a fairly rare Amazon RC car. And why I say rare is because there's currently only one video that exists online of someone reviewing this car. So it makes me kind of wonder, does anyone really know what you get when you order it on Amazon? So we're going to take it apart. I'm going to show you all the components that it comes with, and then afterwards we're going to take it outside and do some 2S and 3S speed runs, as well as bash it a little bit outdoors. So let me bring the camera over here, I'll give you some closer looks at it, and we'll show you what it comes with. So as you saw in the beginning little B-roll montage, this car is super good looking. It's got a nice paint scheme on it. It sits fairly low to the ground with the body. You can kind of adjust that here and there, but this body shell is very well made. It's made out of a thick material here. It's got this cool little roll cage in it with some bumpers to keep the body from flapping all over the place. It's got a plastic molded set of driver and passenger in there, as you can see. It's got stickers on the front dash and inside for a little extra added detail, and it also has a fully functional spare tire. These tires are really nice looking. They are very soft, which is great for hard packed dirt and stuff like that. They might be a little sticky for carpet, but we'll give them a try. They are 12mm hex tires, so you can put anything else that you find online for 10th scale or 8th scale tires that are 12mm hex. You can definitely swap them out. But a good looking tire. It looks really good on this body. I went ahead and put some sticker vinyl on the inside because short course trucks are notorious for having those inside tires rub on the body here and up front as well, and rubbing the paint off. So I went ahead and put some protective layers on there before I ruin this body, and I think it looks really awesome. It kind of looks like, you know, the Mojave or the Arrma Sentin, and with that 1/8 scale, it's going to be very close to the Arrma Sentin. So I will put this thing next to an Arrma Sentin so you can see the difference in scale. Big question that a lot of people are going to ask is how much does this cost compared to more of a name brand one like an Arrma or a Traxxas Slash? And I think that's what's really steering people away from this car. On Amazon right now, these things come in at $350 plus tax. This thing's going to come in at about almost $370. Granted, it does come with LiPo batteries, comes with a LiPo charge bag and some other little goodies. Compared to an Arrma 3S vehicle, which is about the same exact price, 100 or 360 something bucks. Then you got to add on the batteries with those. So it kind of begs the question of, is going with something like this worth it? Again, for scale, this is one of those budget bodies that you can buy off of Amazon and eBay. They're like about 20 bucks. Made of a little bit more flimsy of a material. You can go ahead and back them with some Flex Seal like I did, but just to show you, this body fits on here perfectly. You will need to cut out some new body holes, but if you want to give the truck a different look, go ahead and pick up one of these bodies. I'll link them down below. It does fit on this, as well as the Sentin, the Slash. They fit on there perfectly, so a really good option to customize this car if you go ahead and buy one. One thing that I should mention right off the bat with this car is that I did not purchase this new from Amazon. I did purchase this on my own, so I have no affiliation with Legendary or any other brands when reviewing this car. I bought this off a liquidation site on eBay. I got this car at under 200 bucks, which I think is a really good value. And if this thing sold new for under 200 bucks, I think people would buy these things all day. Closer to that $360, $370 range, a no-name, I guess no-name brand like this is going to be a hard sell for someone to buy instead of a name brand like Arrma or Traxxas. But for that price, like I said before, this comes with some LiPo batteries. So the one that I bought off the liquidation site only came with one. These are 3S 25C discharge, 3250 milliamp hour batteries, and They are kind of small, so I'm guessing that's why they give you two. And with the two, they give you the little connector here to run them together to double your runtime, which is nice. So I just want to step in here to clarify something really quick. This Amazon listing is a bit deceiving in the wording that they mention here, because this car does not come with two batteries like I previously just mentioned. As you can see in the listing, it says one battery is included, and then in the photo up on the top left here, it says with two batteries you get 200% more fun, blah blah blah. On top it says unique design to run with two batteries. So it does not actually include two batteries, it just says that you can run two batteries with the provided little adapter that they give. So just a fair warning, this only comes with one 3S LiPo, which is nice. They are Dean's connectors, so you know, something like this is a good addition to a kit that you can just buy all together, and you don't have to worry about buying the batteries and the chargers separately. So it's nice that they include it for that price. You also get the nice little legendary LiPo charge bag, which a lot of the legendary cars come with, so a good little addition there. Something else you'll get with this car off of Amazon is one of these ESC programming cards, and you can go ahead and change a bunch of the different settings with it, so it's nice that it will include that for the price as well. You can kind of tune your car to how you want it to run, so a good little addition, and definitely makes that price point a little bit more reasonable for something that's not name brand. We'll go over the remote really quick. This is a new type of remote that I haven't seen before. It is very tiny in the hand, as you can see here. You can definitely one-hand drive it. And you got your on-off switch right at the bottom. You also have steering reverse, throttle reverse, binding function, steering trim and throttle trim, as well as steering dual rate and throttle dual rate. And you also have a channel 3 on here right there, and a channel 4 button. Neither of those will work with the way it's set up right now. You can kind of add lights and stuff like that later on. You will need to provide your own AAA batteries for the remote, not AA. This requires 4 AAA batteries, so something to take note of there. But a cool little remote, fits nice in the hand, very tiny. You could hand this to a little kid and they won't have any issues with it, or give it to an adult and this fits comfortably in the hand like so. Alright, so as they say, let's get into the meat and potatoes of this car. This is a fully brushless setup. It's got a full 3-wire servo up front. Unfortunately, I think the specs on this servo are fairly weak. I think it's a 6-kilogram servo, so you may want to upgrade that down the road. It does have plenty of power to move these wheels side to side, but if you're going to run this thing in any sort of competition, I would recommend upgrading that servo. Moving on to the brushless motor in ESC, this is a 2000 kV brushless motor. Seems a little bit low on the kV scale for something on an 8th scale car. You may want to upgrade that. We'll see what kind of speeds we hit on the 3S provided battery and the 3S batteries that I'm running in here. But this is a 3660 2000 kV motor. It is nice that it comes with a little aluminum heatsink as well as a fan for the motor to keep that cool, and that motor is connected to a 60 amp looks like an unbranded ESC, so that is nice. It will handle 3S. These batteries are 3S that it comes with. So when these stock batteries run out, we are going to try these Huvo batteries that I received from Amazon. These are also 3S batteries. They're 80C discharge and they are 5200 milliamp hours. So we might get a couple extra miles an hour faster out of them. We'll definitely check these out and I will link them down below. Talking about the build quality a little bit, this car does have some nice hobby grade components. So as we take off this center little plastic cover here that covers the spur and pinion, you can see that we have a nice metal pinion gear in there attached to a lightweight plastic spur, and there is a nice diff in there. I'm not sure what's in there for grease or anything like that. It does seem fairly loose, but as you can see, we have some top aluminum chassis braces here in blue aluminum. Those look really nice. Underneath those we have center drive shaft dog bones that are both aluminum front and rear that go into aluminum drive cups, again front and rear. Also something to note, The motor mount that this motor is connected to, there is a little bit of adjustability. As you can see there, those screws can slide back and forth. So we might be able to fit a bigger pinion in there to get some better speeds out of this. The advertised speed is 37 miles an hour, which is a pretty hefty speed for something that you get off of Amazon. But it does include a 3S battery. A lot of these cars include only a 2S battery, and they advertise the 3S speed, so we will definitely check that out. Up front, we do have nice metal CV drive shafts that go into the front differential. All metal, as I said before, which is really nice. In the back, we have dog bones, again, metal, which is great, that goes into metal drive cups. Both differentials have metal teeth on them, which are really, really good, especially for something for this price. We do have a lot of adjustability points on this car, which is really good. We have front camber, toe in, toe out. On the back, again, we have camber that you can adjust all like so. Something else that I noticed on here, we do have droop screws in the front and rear, so you can adjust the ride height with those. If you want to really slam this car to the ground and keep it more for street racing, you can do that. And a great added feature for something that is supposed to be hobby grade, so really good to see that. Moving on to the shocks, we do have aluminum capped shocks, although the body of the shocks are plastic. They are oil filled and they are connected to this plastic shock tower, front and rear. So there is a lot of play because these items are plastic. So just something to note, there is a lot of plastic on this car, but other than that, it does seem fairly high quality. Flipping it over, we do have a plastic chassis, and something to note, because I got this off of a liquidation site, there were some missing screws up here and some damage that I found. But I went ahead and re-screwed those screws back in, and everything looks to be just fine. But again, there is a lot of flexibility, and as you can see, I'm missing a screw right there. But there is a lot of flexibility with this chassis, and I think that's why they went with those aluminum braces up top to really stiffen this car up. Bumpers are made out of a very flexible plastic, but is really good in case you're really bashing this thing hard. It should take some abuse without breaking, so that's good. Again, on the rear, it's got that nice little brace there, but still very, very flexible, so just something to note. I am really excited to see this thing rip. It does look awesome. Again, that price point of $350 plus tax, I think, is a bit high for something that is a no-name car. If this thing was more towards 200 bucks, I say buy it all day, but we're going to see if that price point holds up when we run it outside. So if you're excited to see the running footage and speed runs of this car, make sure to like and subscribe because that video is coming up very soon. And thanks again for watching. We will see you in the next one.